It's a hockey stream on episode 330 of the VIG Lounge, where we continue the NHL regular season playoff. This time, Game 3 between the Penguins and Capitals in the second round. Will the Penguins be able to silence the home crowd and come away with a perfect road win? Or will Washington feed off the energy of their fans and start their first step to a comeback in this series? There's only one way to find out, but before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in to Round 2, Game 3, Penguins and Capitals. Crosby and Strome get reacquainted here at center, and we're underway. Crosby wins the opening draw from Capital One Arena. Shot by Letang! And we hear some booing. There's a penalty on the play for Dylan Strome. It's interference right off the draw. And definitely not the start the Capitals wanted. Can the Penguins take advantage of it here on the man advantage? Let's find out. Not going to help losing the draw. Puck knocked down by Matt Grzelcyk as he tries to carry back into the zone. Drops it off to Carlson. Carlson with a shot that's blocked before it could get there. Carlson with a shot from a tough angle, and Lindgren hangs on as we are nearly a minute in as the Penguins look to take advantage of this gift of an early power play. Capitals win another draw. Puck kept in by Letang. Saved by Lindgren, and he hangs on as he's able to flash the leather and get the whistle. Now it is a minute in exactly. 19 minutes remaining here in the first. Draw won by Malkin. Back to Joseph. And that's an offside for Pittsburgh. They've had a few chances, but nothing spectacular to show for it, aside from a couple of glove saves by Charlie Lindgren. Now Malkin wins the draw. Looks like there's a bit of a cross-up with Joseph. And he does get the puck in. Oh, what a glorious chance, but Lindgren was there. Reaches behind him and makes the save. P.O. Joseph was an inch or two away from getting his second power play goal of the series. Kenny Malkin wins it back to Joseph. Joseph drifts and shoots! And Lindgren hangs on. Pittsburgh's done everything but score. They've got 4 shots on this power play already. And 2 very dangerous ones off the stick of number 73 in white. He's got another opportunity. Oh, that deflected off a teammate. And they got all the way to Nick Dowd for the clear. Pass across. Collected by Novak. Now to Brian Rust. Rust drifts in! And another save by Lindgren. Crosby, back to Grzelcyk. Tipped in front, and there's another save to be chopped up by Charlie Lindgren. Crosby defers to Grzelcyk, who jumps up into the circle. Now cuts to the middle, pad save, Lindgren. A puck popped up in the air to Crosby. Drifting along the wall, Carlson a shot, and Lindgren pounces on that. Pittsburgh has the first 8 shots of the game. Washington has yet to register one. But it is the Charlie Lindgren show, as the Penguins have peppered him with some pretty high-quality chances, but all of them are turned away. Letang with a great opportunity now that the game has returned to even strength. We're playing 5-on-5. And the Penguins are just keeping the Capitals hemmed in and applying the pressure, looking for the game's first goal. Crosby got it to Letang, who gets it across to Joseph. Joseph again! This time, he puts it through! Get a little POJ! With your breakfast in the morning, the Penguins lead it 1-0. That one was just blown through Charlie Lindgren. But you just knew something like that was coming. Another penalty or a goal. As the Penguins have put up 10 shots already, and Washington has spent the majority of this period in their own zone. Brian Rust drifts, tries to get it to Crosby. Now it's on the stick of Raquel, and he scores! It's tricky to score a goal unless you are a Raquel. It's tricky! Tricky Ricky, Tricky Ricky. What a beautiful goal for Raquel's 5th of the playoffs. Far side, up top. And the Capitals coach is sour as if he ate a whole pack of Warheads. Seeing Washington down by 2, this time on home ice. They say that you never are in danger until you lose a game at home. And Washington certainly is not having a start that they would like. This game's far from over, of course, but it's not ideal to be down 2-0 when you already trail the series 2-0. And now you have a 2-0 deficit on the scoreboard. Brian Rust carries in, looking for more. Drifts, shoots, and Lindgren able to recover nicely and make the save. Hi, P.O. Joseph. Thank you for opening the scoring. 14:33 to go here in period 1. Novak drifts into his own zone. Winds up. He definitely has an idea here. Let's see if he can make it work. Beautiful pass up to Malkin. Lost it. Carlson a drive, and Malkin's right there. So Lindgren knows what to do, and he pounces on it. 13:13 to go. And since we love things in threes, the Penguins have 13 shots, and the Capitals have yet to register one. Might change here. On the stick of Ovechkin. Oh, the passing play in front. Great first opportunity, but Nedeljkovic shut the door. Maybe 13 is unlucky for Pittsburgh as Washington started to get their own bit of offensive zone time. Evgeny Malkin fires and scores! Gino Machino cashes in at the casino, and it's 3-0 black and gold. Malkin's got his 5th of the playoffs. And we've got Phil Tomasino offering a screen in front. Capitals win the draw as the third line is out there now. Against what looks like the first line, or at least Alex Ovechkin. Speaking of Alex Ovechkin being Russian, I do want to say congratulations to Alexander McGillney, who finally received his long overdue induction into the Hockey Hall of Fame. Big hit on Rutger McGroarty by Ovechkin. 9:51 to go. Crosby wins it back to Letang, who does a little pirouette, then finds space, and that shot got deflected wide. Out now to Joseph, who lost it to Pierre-Luc Dubois. And it is Pierre-Luc Dubois tucks it home on the breakaway. And I feel like Nedeljkovic maybe would like to have that one back. Russ tried to stay with him, but That shot just trickles past the Nedeljkovic, and the Capitals have some life. It's 3-1. Penguins out shooting Washington 15-3. Crosby wins the draw. Back to Letang. Now to Joseph. Up the middle now to Raquel, who lost it. Kolyachonok with a nice hit. Oh, the puck is loose at the side of the net as Washington looks to get within one. Puck carried in now by Brian Rust. Rust shot and a save by Lindgren. 6:42 to go here in the first. Pittsburgh looking to get back on track after they gave up one goal. Pierre-Luc Dubois being physical and noticeable on the score sheet, at least in game 2 and 3. Nice fourth line draw win by Connor Dewar. And Connor Timmins with a great chance. The lesser two Connors, Dewar and Timmins, the Penguins duo. Connor Dewar wins it back. Connor Timmins lets it go and he scores. Get yourself your Timmy's order. Connor Timmins makes it 4-1 Pittsburgh. And you can see Lindgren just waves at it and misses it. And just like that, Pittsburgh is leading it 4-1. Connor Dewar wins it. Now Danton Heinen. To Achari. Back to the blue line. Let's it go! Protas. Kolyachonok gets it back. Now Noel Achari drifts in. Trying to get a shot away, but too much traffic in front. Kolyachonok breaks in! Oh, what a great save by Lindgren. Rebound score, and Tom Wilson gets Washington within 2 with his second of the playoffs. As the initial shot was disrupted by Connor Timmins, but nobody picked up Tom Wilson at the side of the net. 2:29 remaining here in period 1. And Lindgren will do just that, freeze it. 1:39, and yeah, I'll say we're feeling fine. This isn't too bad. Pittsburgh's up 2 goals, so be able to keep that. Oh my, third line draw win. Blake was on. Carlson breaks in. Oh, I would love to see him score, as it is very likely this is his last year as a Penguin, as he is willing to move his no-trade clause to get traded to a, quote, contender. So I'd like to see him get a goal in this playoff series. Shot turned aside by Lindgren, who then hangs on with 47 seconds to go here in period 1. Cuts to the front, denied by Lindgren, unless Raquel simply missed the net. And One last save by Nedeljkovic as Pittsburgh has a 4-2 lead going into the middle period. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 23-10, favoring the Penguins. 11-10 are the hits. That's up for Washington. And look at that. The passing percentage, slight edge to Pittsburgh. I don't normally talk about that, but hey, I'll take it. 15-10 face-off advantage for the Penguins. And the only penalty of the game was right at the beginning, courtesy of Dylan Strome, but the Penguins were unsuccessful on it. However, they scored shortly after, so we can't complain. 4-2 Pittsburgh. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes to go. Let's see what happens here in period number 2. They say you're not truly in trouble until you lose at home. So, can Washington right the ship, or will Pittsburgh continue and then have a stranglehold in this series? Going up 3-0. We're underway here in period 2. Shot, rebound, score! The Wizard of Cross waves his magic wand, and just like that, the Penguins lead at 5-2. Oh, captain, my captain. Kind of a carbon copy of the Tom Wilson goal in the sense that a rebound was generated, and then Crosby went to the side of the net, banked it in, and there you go. Definitely an auspicious start. If you're Washington, you're not happy to see that. Now Letang with a drive, and Rust was there to try to do his best impression of Sidney Crosby. .08 remaining. Draw back to Letang off the one draw by Crosby. Now the Capitals look to bring it out in the form of Andrew Mangiapane. But he runs into P.O. Joseph, who had other ideas. Beautiful feed to Raquel up the right wing side. And that hit a little more than a pad, I think. Little over 2 minutes gone here in period 2. Pittsburgh got a very quick goal to start the period off the stick of Sidney Crosby and lead it 5-2. Washington wins that draw in their own zone. Mangiapane to Ovechkin, who then lost it. Crosby gets it to his longtime line mate, Brian Rust. Back to Crosby. Crosby steps in and shoots. Where's the puck? I think Lindgren's got it. And after doing a little bit of a cartwheel, he is able to find it and hold it. With a little under 4 minutes off the clock. Oh, that was an interesting shot from the boards that Lindgren had to handle. Malkin wins it to Carlson. He does a bit of a pirouette, walks in, and that shot is denied before it can even get there. Mangiapane hit the deck. Now Phil Tomasino up the middle to Erik Karlsson. We'll be seeing William Karlsson on Thursday. Spoiler alert. Beautiful feed to Karlsson, and again! Oh, he's had so many chances. And with 14:20 remaining in the second, nothing better than that one as we highlight the goalies. Charlie Lindgren doesn't have much to smile about, but we see him alongside Alex Nedeljkovic. Malkin wins it back to the goal scorer, Connor Timmins, lets it go, and Lindgren will hang on once again. Bit of a slow-moving period, because there are a lot of stoppages, courtesy of the glove of number 79 in red. Crosby wins it back to Timmins. Timmins drifts in, shoots, got his own rebound, and that is off the pad of Charlie Lindgren. Now Brian Rust finds some open space to Connor Timmins, who then defers fires to Crosby. Not a bad idea to pass to number 87, but Lindgren shut the door this time. Got to give credit where credit is due. That was a great save. Crosby wins it back to Lindgren. Or excuse me, Lindgren wins it back to Timmins. Good Lord. It's too hot today. Sidney Crosby gets it up to Raquel. Oh, what a save on the goal line! Charlie Lindgren. What a remarkable stop as Raquel busts it again. What a deep! And Lindgren shuts the door again. Oh, my word. Now Crosby's in. Stops up, turns and shoots, and Lindgren will swallow that for the whistle. Penguins out shooting Washington 35-10 and are leading on the scoreboard via the score 5-2. Chris Letang wires that one. P.O. Joseph. Drifting, shooting! What a pass save by Lindgren! Van Riemsdyk. Now Matt Grizzly. Feeds it to McGroarty on the one-timer. And I don't know, I think Lindgren took that off the mask. And my goodness, is he potentially feeling the effects of that. Was on now. Grizzly skates in. Pad save by Charlie Lindgren. Shot total 39-11. Pittsburgh's doing a great job keeping Washington hemmed in their zone here. And they're demonstrating a masterful, domineering road game. Except for that play, but thankfully at least somebody was paying attention, i.e. number 39 in white. McGroarty scores! McGroarty! Rocker McGroarty! Oh man, he just wired that one. With Ovechkin standing in front of his goalie as if he was going to tap it in. And as you can see, this coach, whoever he is none too pleased with that goal going in. Congratulations to Blake Lizotte getting an assist, being highlighted for some reason. Crosby wins that draw. Now to Rust. Rust shoots, and Lindgren will hang on to that one. 1:33 to go here in period 2. Crosby wins it back to Timmins. That shot got blocked before he could get there. Raquel looking to sneak in, but it got knocked away. Now Oshie. Now down to Dubois after the pass from Sandin. Koliachonok looking to find Rust, and he does. Oh, and he just cranked it off the post. And that'll do it after 2 periods of play. The Penguins have a huge lead. It's 6-2 after 40 minutes. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 41-12, favoring the Penguins. And the hits, very close, 21-20. That actually, the edge goes to Pittsburgh, slightly. And see, that's why I don't talk about passing percentage much. 79 to 83% now. Pittsburgh was leading in that category, now not so. Face-offs, though, 26-13. Way to go, boys. And the only penalty to speak of is that one from period 1. So, is it a foregone conclusion that Pittsburgh is going to come away with a 3-0 series lead, or will Washington channel the Los Angeles Kings and perform a miracle, but not on Manchester? Let's find out. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Let's get into some period 3 action between the Penguins and Capitals. Round 2, game 3. Crosby and Strome. Met a center once again. Letang brought it in, trying to get a shot away, but that was denied before he could get there. It's a battle for it, collected by Jacob Chychrun. Now to Dylan Strome, up the right wing side. To Strome. Finds Chychrun, who jumps up on the rush, and Ovechkin's there. But he is entangled in a battle in front. But fortunately for Nedeljkovic, the puck did not reach him. Or at least the shot didn't. Okay, maybe a shot that at least he couldn't handle, because it is Ovechkin, so we got to be worried about that. Brian Rust decides to do the smart thing and dump it in. Collected along the wall by his line mate, Ricard Raquel. Letang. Back into the middle. Lost the puck. Washington's really trying, but it may be too little too late. They've got to get one quickly here. And shooting it off of P.O. Joseph's stick will not accomplish that feat. At least if it deflects to the corner, as that one did. Now that is to Phil Tomasino. Phil Tomasino with a bad giveaway. Pierre-Luc Dubois couldn't do anything with it. Now Erik Karlsson had it. Got it to Phil Tomasino. Now he did the smart thing and dumped it in. Point blank chance for Grizzly. Into the breadbasket of Lindgren. And he will hang on. .16 to go here in period 3. Oh my! Heard a glass-shattering hit. Let's see the replay. Boom! That was a bone-rattling, glass-shattering hit. Somewhere Stone Cold Steve Austin is suing for gimmick infringement. Why is that a defensive zone draw? But either way, the draw was won by Blake Lizotte. Carried in now by Kevin Hayes, and oh, he took a tumble to the ice. Hopefully he's all right. Kevin Hayes. Drifting. Shooting. Oh, what a save! Robbery on Blake Lizotte. 11:27 to go. Here in the third. And Pittsburgh was that close to converting the extra point. Connor Timmins with a big hit. Oh, big hit there. Point blank chance denied by Nedeljkovic. Tom Wilson takes a spill in front of the net. And him and Connor Timmins, we're going to get into it a little bit. Connor Dewar now hits the ice. .10:04 to go. Puck deflected off the draw. Back now to Matt Roy. Fioravari. To Dowd. Cross now to Radish. Radish got another chance denied, and Nedeljkovic chose to hang on with 8:34 to go. Puck deflects. Oh, no chance on that one. Nick Dowd. To make the Capitals a little more respectable with his first goal in the playoffs. Penguins just couldn't get it out. Puck comes to Dowd. Not going to be an easier goal to score than that one. Nick Dowd with his third point of the playoffs. Okay, Taylor Radish is number 16. The more you know. Malkin takes the pass and strike. Can these old legs work still? Yes, but the hands evidently do not. Malkin still got it. Got it to Novak. Knocked down. Oh, my word. Out now to the blue line. Joseph puts it wide. Now Tomasino has it. And he'll fire. That's denied. Capitals look to carry it out in the form of Pierre-Luc Dubois. Dubois stops up. Disrupted by the stick of Tommy Novak. Novak carries in now for the Penguins. And he'll send it in. P.O. Joseph. Oh, big bump there. And Crosby tries to get it all the way to the offensive zone, but the Capitals come away with it. But Rust shuts that down. Now to Grzelcyk, who will dump it in. Bashes it along the wall to Novak. Got a shot off. Or maybe that was Ricard Raquel, but I could have sworn I saw 18 there. My bad. Now Raquel has it for sure. That is clearly number 67. He fires! And Lindgren, who is still in after giving up 6 goals. That is surprising to me. Rutger McGroarty looking for a second. Oh my! Had a glorious opportunity, but it goes off a stick and out of play. Blake Lizotte wins it back to Connor Timmins. Does the pirouette. Cuts in. But gave all that time for Lindgren to set up. 35.5 on the clock. As the Penguins look to add more than the 6 goals they've already had tonight. Shot by Timmins. Off the pad of Lindgren. Kolyachonok with a nice hip check to free up the puck. Capitals get it back. Puck hammered, but stopped by Nedeljkovic. It's no Jim the Hammer Shapiro, but it was hammered nonetheless. Kevin Hayes sends it around. Wide open. Oh, what a save by Lindgren. Out to the blue line. One-time blast denied. The Pittsburgh Penguins put the Capitals on the brink. They lead this series 3-0 with a dominant 6-3 win. Let's take one last look at the stats before we wrap things up. Penguins outshoot the Capitals 52-23. Hits are kind of close still, but the Penguins ran away with it 38-30. And the face-offs 30-20 favoring the Penguins. There was only one lone penalty in that entire game, and the Penguins were unable to capitalize on it, but they did score 6 even-strength goals, so we'll call that a win. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the VIG Lounge. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer, 1987. Until next time, I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a terrific Tuesday, everybody.